Good evening, everybody. Kevin Turvey here. Kevin Turvey, the man who rarely investigates everything properly. Not like Keith Marshall. But anyway, Keith Marshall, if I don't investigate things properly, then how come I'm on the BBC and you're not? Think about that sometimes. And it wasn't me that nicked your bike anyway. Just a bloke asked me to move it, that's all, so I moved it round the corner. I didn't nick it. Anyway, good evening, everybody else. Before we start, I thought I'd better apologise for my sore throat. And yesterday I was investigating how many times you have to shout tumble dryer in the high street before somebody comes up and offers you a cigarette. It took ages and ages. In the end I lost count anyway. Anyway, this week I decided I'd investigate tarmac. You know, like why it's black and things like that. So I got up like really early on the first day of my investigation and thought I'd have a really good breakfast. You know, cereal. So I went into the kitchen, right, got out the cornflakes, put it on the table, went over to the fridge, like, because that's where I keep my milk, you know. Opened up the door, and guess what? There was no milk. I thought, that's all right, I'll go to Tesco's and get some milk, like, because they got loads down there, you know. No, they have, I've been there, I've seen it. Racks and racks of it. Anyway, I went down there, went in, like, through the door, you know, because, like, they got two doors there, you know. There's one that says in, and there's one that says out. And I went in the one that says in. Went in there, and that's when this really strange thing happened. Because I saw this woman in there. Well, it's not odd in Tesco, is it? But this one was. I thought, crikey, that's Noel Gordon. I thought, can't be Noel Gordon, not in Tesco's, right? So I crept up behind her and tapped her on the shoulder, and she turned round. Do you know what? I was right. It wasn't. So I got the milk, like, and I took it home and poured it on my cornflakes, like, well, not all of it. Just a bit, like, you know. Put the top back on and put it back in the fridge, like, on its own. Well, not absolutely on its own. There's a bit of cheese in there, I think. Some ice, you know. But that's not important, anyway. Sat down to start my cornflakes, and I didn't know whether I wanted to listen to the radio or not. So I put on Radio 1, you know. And I started eating my cornflakes, and I just had a few cornflakes, about 15 or 16 cornflakes. I wasn't counting, you know. Well, you don't, do you? Oh, I don't anyway. I'd be stupid if I did. Well, I just had a few cornflakes, and there was this knock at the door. I thought, that's someone at the door, right? So I got up, I went round the table and down to the end of the hall, where I keep my front door. And you know them little holes, like, that you can look through and see everybody all big outside, you know? Well, I haven't got one of them. So I opened the door, like, and it was the postman with a telegram. He says, Kevin Turvey, I've got a telegram for you. I said, oh, great. He says, I hope all your family's died in a really painful car accident. I said, why? What have I ever done to you? And he smashed me in the face. So I got up, like, really quickly, grabbed the telegram and slammed the door, right? Opened it up, knocked the door, like, you know, the telegram. Stupid if I opened up the door again. And I read it, and it said, Kevin Turvey, do not investigate tarmac. Investigate work. Love, the BBC. So that was a lucky break, wasn't it? Could have spent the whole week investigating the wrong thing. Till next week, Armchair Britain, don't forget, if there's anything you want investigating, Kevin's here.